What is up, YouTube? Welcome to MANvsVR, and today we got a very special video. Today we're going to be reviewing this right here. Now, this is the VUE FX headset. I actually picked this up at Walmart for half off that price right there. It was on clearance, and right now Walmart was holding a thing basically saying like anything on clearance is also half off. So $14.88 plus half off. I got it for $7.44 plus tax, and I figured, you know what, that's not something I could pass up on, because I'm really curious to see how well this thing performs. It reminds me a lot of the VR box. That was the main key, because I've seen a lot of good reviews for the VR box, so I was like, hey, if this is just like it or very close to it. But before we dive into the review of the headset, I want to go ahead and answer the Q&A questions from my 3,000 subscriber video. So let's go ahead and get to the first question. Alrighty, so our first question is from Elite Snowball, and his question is, will you ever do a giveaway like a Gear VR? And I'm going to go ahead and say that it is a good possibility that something like this would happen in the near future, but I don't know how near that future is. I would like to do it though. It'd be something I'd be more than happy to do, and it'd get to a point where, you know, if I can help anybody experience what I'm experiencing, then I am more than happy to help, and you know, that's why I'm here. But with that said, I just can't give you an exact date, because you got to remember that this is a hobby of mine. I make no money doing this. I haven't received a single dime, but I do thoroughly enjoy it, and I would like to get to a point to where not only maybe even a Gear VR way, but how awesome would it be if we got to the point where we could give HTC Vives away or Oculus. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just saying it's always a possibility, but it's never a guarantee, because my thing is I don't ever want to get too comfortable with, you know, the growth and all that stuff, because it could stop at any day. Anything can happen. You know, this is YouTube, and everybody knows how YouTube goes. But with that being said, I do see myself giving away some Gear VRs here in the future if we keep this momentum going. And so far, you guys have all been awesome. You guys have all been super supportive, and I appreciate it to the fullest at 100%. The next question we have is from Alex LOL, and his question is, number one, where are you from? I am actually from, well, it's kind of weird because I was born in DC. I grew up like the first 4 years of my childhood in Ohio, and then I moved to Maryland, spent the rest of my childhood there, and then I moved back to Ohio. So it's like, I don't really know where I'm from, but if you ever ask me where I'm born, I can tell you that. If you ask me where I grew up, I could tell you that. If you ask me where I live, I can tell you that. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of that kind of scenario. I don't really have a home state. Same with football teams. My football teams are not. Same with sports teams, not football teams. But they're kind of like all over the place. I don't really have a designated area where I'm like, all my sports teams are from here, because I'm from here and stuff like that. But on to the second question, your preferred game. To be honest, my all-time preferred game is probably, well, I guess if you're talking to just regular gaming in general, I'd have to say old school classic style boots on the ground Call of Duty, simply because when I started getting to online gaming, and I met all kinds of awesome people online, but I haven't played Call of Duty in so long. I got it on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 4, and I don't even play it because it's no longer boots on the ground. Just don't enjoy it as much as I used to. Next question is from Smear. I hope I'm saying this correctly. If I'm not, let me know in the comments below, but I'm going to go ahead and say Smeargle Kid. Can you make a tutorial about how to set up a play place for Steam VR with Google Cardboard? Actually, I was working on that, but the PlayStation Move Sticks I got, the battery is completely crapped out on me. So what I'm going to do is, I know it's inconvenient for you guys, but what I'm going to do is, to save face, I'm going to wait until I get my PSVR with the motion sticks, simply because they'll be fresh, new, and reliable. And not only that, but this is just a wild guess here, but I wouldn't be surprised if you started seeing better implementation of PS Move stuff once Gear VR, Gear VR, yeah, totally. Once PSVR drops. I don't know, it's not 100% guarantee. I'd say there's like a 2% chance of that happening, but the fact that there is a percentage in there means something. So once that happens, you'll start seeing more work on that continue. Plus, I should be moved into my new place here soon, so I'll have much more freedom in the area that I'm going to be designating to VR and stuff like that, you know, my projects and all that cool stuff. That, man, I'm so bad at pronouncing names, so do not take any offense, but I believe that says Saeed's Presentations. Like I said, correct me down below if I'm wrong. I will not be upset if you totally like grab your pitchforks and torches, because I'm butchering names here, but I'm terrible at this, and you guys will learn that as we progress. But anyway, hey man, congrats on the subs. I was wondering on the subject of motion controllers for Gear VR. Is it better to use Leap Motion or set up 2 PS Move controllers with the Gear VR? I'm wondering because this is much easier to set up Leap than 2 Move controllers. Well, that is correct. It is much easier to set up Leap, but here is the problem with the Leap Motion. Okay, so Leap Motion has a field of view, right? And whatever's in that field of view, it'll catch. That's fine and all, but once you leave that field of view, you have nothing. You know, your hands do not continuously move over here. If you wanted to pick something up on your side and bring it to your field of view, you could not do that with Leap Motion. You'd have to actually look over, pick it up, and keep your hands within your field of view, which isn't bad. I mean, it's not terrible. It's a great alternative. You know, it's definitely a cheaper alternative too, because you're spending $30 versus what, like $20 something per controller is what I paid. I think it was $23.99 per Move controller, and then you're talking about $25 per camera, and you're gonna need at least 2 cameras at least to get a good setup with PS Move and with the Gear VR. So I think it really comes to what you want to achieve. Now, if you want to go and you want to play a game like, let's say, if you want to play a game like The Lab, I do not highly recommend Leap Motion. It's possible, but I don't highly recommend it because it does get a little fidgety. I'd have to say it comes to the pros and cons of each of what you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to get an actual full like 3D experience, I would definitely go with PlayStation Move Service. If you're just trying to play some games for cheap and you're not really picky about what games you are stuck playing with, I would definitely go with Leap Motion. Actually, I got my Leap Motion working again. I was having some trouble. Actually, you can see I actually have it reattached to my Gear VR stuff. So, I'm having some trouble with this thing. I don't know what it is, but every time I'd plug it in, the drivers would crap on me, and I'd have to reinstall the drivers. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I believe I got it fixed. Alright, now we got Trey Pop. Favorite video game or VR game? Okay, so we're going to go with VR game on this one because I kind of already answered my favorite video game. Now, when it comes to my favorite VR game, right now, currently, I mean, this is speaking currently, you know, this is the September 26th is when I'm recording this. Should be live September 27th, which is my birthday, by the way. So give me a hallelujah and a happy birthday down below if you guys if you guys want to celebrate with me, you know. Down below, just let me know that you acknowledge the happy birthday. Appreciate that. But, as I said, favorite VR game currently, I would ultimately have to say, you're thinking, he's gotta say Onward, and it's not. Granted, Onward is a phenomenal game. I completely praise the game. Onward is fantastic, but my favorite game is Island 359. And you're probably wondering, why is Island 359 your favorite game? I'll tell you why. Dinosaurs. Backpack. Now, I've been playing a lot of survival games on PC. Actually, survival games are what got me into PC gaming. There was nothing like that on console at the time, so the only way to do that was buy a PC. So that's what I did. I bought a PC. So I started playing like DayZ, H1Z1, I was going to get into Rust, but I don't know what happened. I just never got around to buying Rust. I really want to play Rust still to this day. So, favorite VR games, Island 359. Like I said, you got dinosaurs. Funny story, you know, kind of pertains to the situation. When I was a child, you know, I was born in 1990. So, you got to think. Jurassic Park came out when I was around 3 years old. And you got to think, I was small. You know, I was a little kid. I mean, I didn't really know much about anything. But one thing I did know is when Christmas came around, my brothers had gotten all of the awesome Jurassic Park toys, right? My parents figured, hey, he's 3 years old. We'll just go to the dollar store, buy him some cheap little dinosaurs, and he'll totally love it because he's getting dinosaurs too. Well, that's not how it panned out. because if anybody who knows, back in the day, Jurassic Park toys had a little JP stamp on them, and none of my dinosaurs had the JP stamp. Now I don't remember this, but it's a story. Now I don't know if my brothers had, basically like, haha, your dinosaurs aren't cool enough for our dinosaurs. Ours have JPs and yours don't. You can't play with us. I don't know if that's how it went down or what, or if I was just a genius, which is probably what it was. And I was like, hey, these don't have a JP. I want my JPs. So I threw a fit. 3-year-olds throw fits. It's completely normal. It's not like I'm doing this yesterday. But I threw a fit and I ended up getting my JP stamped dinosaurs. And so I've always had like this love for dinosaurs. It just has always been a thing. And then when I got the email for Island 359, yeah, you could pretty much say I was... Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. I was so pumped because the backpack totally sold you. The backpack, man. And I just can't wait to see that game progress. They're doing such a phenomenal job behind the scenes right now. And I just cannot wait to see where this game ends up, because it's got some great guys behind it right now. So that is my favorite VR game. On to your question about what was your first smartphone. My first smartphone was the Droid Incredible, right here. First smartphone. I remember when I got this thing, I got it simply because my dad's first smartphone was the HTC Evo. And I thought this thing was sweet. I was like, man, this thing is so cool. Because I had an LG Dare. And I don't really consider that my first smartphone. I had an LG Dare, and that thing had like the 2-layered screen that you had to press all the way in to like interact with, and it just crap. Did not like it at all. So he had the Evo, and I'm like, man, this thing's so smooth. It's buttery smooth. So when I got old enough, I got rid of my Dare, got my own contract, and I got a Droid Incredible. I love that phone. Until one day I was walking home, and I pulled it out of my pocket. Like I pulled it out of my pocket like this, and it fell down. And I caught it about that far from the ground, but when I caught it like this, it slid, it like kind of bounced and then slid, and hit the very tip of the corner, and completely shattered the entire screen. And back then they didn't have like the Gorilla Glass or whatever they're using now, to where if your screen cracked and everything, your LCD went with it. So that was pretty sad. But I got it replaced for $90. But yeah, that was my first smartphone. Absolutely loved it. Alright, so our next question is from Mo Abdul, and his question is, one question, my Wi-Fi connection is laggy. I remember you mentioned that there is a way to connect the phone to PC directly wirelessly and not by connecting to the router. Can you explain that more? Thanks. I don't ever think I mentioned that. If you can find out where I mentioned that, Mo, please link it to me, because I don't remember. I've always used, for wireless, a router. Simply because it provides like a higher speed. You want a 5 gigahertz AC, do not forget the AC, but you want a 5 gigahertz AC router, simply because it gives you the best connection and it gives you the best quality overall over anything I've tried. The only way to connect directly to your PC is through tethering, and even then, I mean, I don't think that it might have better latency, which with 5 gigahertz AC, it's so minimal you really don't even notice it. I was actually playing World Diving on my Gear VR last night, and I was just testing the crap out of it, and aside from the jittering that is on the Gear VR issue, because the Gear VR version does have a jitter problem that they're working on, I didn't have any issues with tracking, no latency, anything like that, which has me really pumped for N2 Games wireless mod for the HTC Vive, because I believe they're going to be using similar type of connection. But yeah, if you can definitely find me that, please put it in the comments. Let me know where I said it so I can kind of go more in depth on why I said that, if I said it. It'd probably have something I'd have to like, oh yeah, I remember why I said that. So it'd be something more along the lines of that. Alright, so now on to what everybody has been waiting for, the VR VUE FX review. Can we get a drum roll, please? Alright. I'm going to insert my phone into the tray. I'm not quite sure how easy this is going to be. One thing I noticed is there is a line to adjust it on So we're gonna put this right in here. Alright, got it nice and lined up. So that line does help a lot. Let's see, which is better. Ooh, that's really nice. Alright, so looking down, looking around. I guess you guys can't see that. Alright, so now we have the mirror, and as you can see, there's my dashboard. Looking really good, looking really smooth. So now we've got the game up. As you can see, it's up right there. And that looks pretty cool. There we go. I guess I should put my headphones on, huh? So let me put my headphones on right quick. We'll at least get them ready to put on. And as you see, it does a fairly good job of staying where I want it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do a solo race right quick. Alright, so I think I'm going to drive a go-kart, because why not? What track are we going to do? We're going to do this track right here. Start it up. I have it now to where these are separated more because I actually do feel like that's whoa. Oh god. This is pretty cool. And it looks really, really good. It's really, really clear because it's not as magnified as said VUEs or HMD does. But I mean, I come up over and I'm driving, and it looks really, really cool. Oh man. I doubt we'll win this race though, but I mean, I'm in a go-kart, driving other go-kart races, and it's really, really fun. There we go. Come on. I just put the bump, brake. Oh, I shouldn't have braked as hard as I did. That was really messed up there. Look at all these rocks in the way. Oh, I better brake, I better brake, I better brake, I better brake. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. Here we go. I'm coming for you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Trying now. Oh, come on, pass him up. Oh, I gotta brake, I gotta brake, I gotta brake. Oh, he passed it. There we go. Oh, man, come on. This is so much fun. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Go, go, go. Alright. Bye-bye, sucker. Oh, he passed me! No! That's not fair! Oh my gosh! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! I think we're gonna get third place. Third or fourth place. Hey, I'll take it. That's the first time I finished the race. I got 5th place. I'll take it though, because I actually finished the race this time. Not bad at all. But as I said, it looks really, really good. You can look around. Obviously, you're gonna see down into your neck, but you know, I see you guys behind me. You got free range of, you know, typical cardboard motion. You know, there obviously is no leaning in and out yet. I will get there one day, but as you see right now, it's just regular old like ear VR type stuff, but it works really, really good, and it looks really, really good. I am definitely impressed with the overall quality that VRich has been able to, you know, accomplish with this. It's really, really good, and I definitely recommend it. And I definitely recommend this headset. I mean, for the $14 regular price and the $7.44 clearance price that I got it for, it's absolutely amazing. And if you can find this at your local Walmart, I definitely recommend it to the fullest potential if you don't have a Samsung phone to get a Gear VR. This is definitely, you know, a really good alternative for kind of getting into VR. Clearly something like this isn't going to deliver an HTC Vive experience, but like I said, you know, it's definitely a great entry level into VR. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a pinnacle experience in any way. I think if you were to start talking like actual true VR stuff, if you want to really get into mobile VR, this is the way to go. This thing is absolutely amazing. The Gear VR to this day still gets used in my setup, especially now that my phone is fixed. You know, I have been using it a lot more, and I absolutely love and I treasure this thing. This is absolutely the best $100 that I've ever spent on anything. And maybe I'll get this right one day, but what I've been able to accomplish with this thing so far, you know, game wise and experience wise, is absolutely amazing. Because when I bought this, I was thinking, hey, I'm gonna be stuck playing games like the Blue, or not the, that's the Vive game, Ocean Rift is what they call it, and Dread Halls and stuff like that, and I had no idea that I'd be playing Fallout and BioShock and Call of Duty and all that stuff on this very well device. But they've done a phenomenal job on this, and like I said, you know, this is definitely a good alternative to not having a Samsung phone and still wanting to mess around with some mobile VR. As you see, for the naysayers that don't believe me, you can clearly see the game is on my phone, and it is, boom, it's great to go. Look, up, down, it just works so smooth. And I just want to say hats off to Riftcat V Ridge. You know, you guys have done a phenomenal job, and I'm really proud of you guys. So, but that concludes the video for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. And also, if you're interested in getting one of these headsets, let me know. We'll see if we can find some more alternatives and stuff like that. I know you guys have been asking me to review more cardboard headsets, and like I said, it just comes down to ultimately finding one worth trying out. And with this one being so close to the VR box, I figured, hey, it's totally worth it, and plus it was only $7. And I couldn't pass that opportunity up to spread the word and the news of the awesome deal that Walmart has going. So definitely worth a $7 purchase. Probably the best $7 I've ever spent, I'll be honest. And if I ever do any Google Cardboard stuff, this is going to be the headset you guys see me using from now on, simply because it's just so comfortable. And I really like how the lenses actually adjust closer to your face versus the phone adjusting. Now the Gear VR does the phone adjust, but it's also half the distance, so it's okay. But with the Mosaic, like I said, the Mosaic has it to where this does the adjusting, so it makes the phone feel even farther, and I just don't like that. It was good for what I used it for. I definitely use this thing every now and then for doing Google Cardboard stuff, and it was fun. But I think it's time to retire the Mosaic and move into the VR VUE FX. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I know I clapped like 20 times probably in this video, but it was all fun, and I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I appreciate you guys, you know, giving me all those questions to answer, and I really appreciate you guys, you know, sticking around for the content. I've had a blast making content so far, and I will continue to do so. We got a lot of awesome stuff coming up with the move. House should be finished renovating this week, if not definitely next week, but we're kind of landing on this week, as you know, the estimated date is coming up. And so with that happening, after that we just have to fill out a couple more paperwork, and then boom, it's moving day. And I'll definitely be doing I don't know if I'm gonna, you guys think I should do a live stream, or do you guys think I should do a actual video of setting up the VR office? You guys let me know in the comments below. I know I said it like a million times, but anyway, guys, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you if today's your birthday as well. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. And also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because I got a lot of awesome VR content coming for you soon. And as I always say, thank you guys so much. Stay awesome, and I'm out of here. Peace.